that things happen for a reason. You know, if you're late to work, if you get T-boned at an intersection, there's a blizzard, it's called context. Why are you late for work? We live in a world now, everybody's on their phones, there's no context, everybody wants to be funny and snarky. Philadelphia's fine. Doesn't matter if they won or lost last night. Philadelphia's fine. Carson Wentz is great talent. They have one of the best GMs in the league in Howie Roseman. Their owner's smart. Their coach is good. He won a Super Bowl and out-dueled Bill Belichick. Philadelphia's not good, but let's add some context. They got no wide receivers. It's increasingly a wide receiver perimeter player league, and they got lousy ones. So do the Patriots, and they're struggling. Philadelphia's got a bad receiving core. Everybody's hurt. They've had cluster injuries in the secondary, the offensive line, and wide receiver. If you watch Carson Wentz and you can't see his talent, stop talking at sports bars.
See, and that's why I like Colin, because there's nothing biased about this man. He gonna give it to you straight 100, straight solid. Like, everything he just now said is everything we've been trying to, not all of us, some of us, shout out Philly 500 and Lord Bronson, they really actually like been on the good, not more so the bad. They know the bad, but the good just kind of overweighs the bad. But let's just keep it going.
Just stop talking. Go mute. Never talk again. There are people that think Mitch Trubisky is better than Carson Wentz. You're morons. This kid's an A-plus arm, A-plus size, A-plus playmaker, A-plus feet. He's great. He's got nothing to work with. You had Jared Goff as the worst quarterback in the NFL in November. Then last week, he ate Pete Carroll, the best defensive guy in the league, not named Belichick, alive. Jared Goff has center guard issues. Todd Gurley looks like a shot fighter most of the time. Context. Philadelphia's got nothing to work with. You saw two different worlds last night. New York Giants are in trouble. Not because they lost, because their GM sometimes doesn't know what he's doing. Their head coach is over his head. His head coach is a great guy. The Giants head coach, Pat Shurmur, is a great guy. He's not a great head coach. He's a coordinator. There's a lot of Norv Turner here where he's super smart, but he's never going to own the room. Not enough alpha. Guys don't buy into him. They're not really competitive. There's a lot of stuff about Pat Shurmur behind the scenes. He's not a head coach. He's a great coordinator, and he'll get paid 7 figures most of his life being a great coordinator. But he's not going to make big boy money like Belichick, Pete Carroll, and Mike Tomlin because he's not a head coach. They got real issues, and Daniel Jones is good, but he's not Carson Wentz. Let's just add some context to this. Carson Wentz last night, they asked him to throw 50 times. 50 times in an NFL game. Completed 33, 27 first downs, almost 50% on third down, had the ball for 42 minutes. But they can't score anything over the top. They can't get quick touchdowns because they got nobody that can run.
Talk to him, Colin.
Greg Cosell told us a month ago, Philadelphia is the slowest offense in the NFL. They got no players. Last night, their 4 leading receivers were a running back and 3 tight ends. That's what Philadelphia is. But they're in a good spot. Remember, all bads aren't the same in this league. When you watch, Miami's a bad team, Cincinnati's a bad team, Detroit's a bad team, Washington's a bad team, the New York Giants are a bad team, Jacksonville's a bad team, Arizona's a bad team. But Miami, there's a plan. They look well coached. They've got some nice perimeter talent. They're in every game. They got a ton of draft picks. The New York Giants are bad, and I don't see a way out. Because they don't have the right GM, and they don't got the right coach, and their quarterback's good, but not fantastic. So, you know, this is called discernment. It's called context. You got to be able to watch games. It can't be winning. 75% of the country bought into Tim Tebow because he was winning. And 80% of you said Jared Goff is no good because he was losing. Watch the games. Look at the talent. Quarterbacks need help. Wentz has nothing to work with.
Exactly what I said, man. Wentz has nothing to work with. He hasn't had anything to work with for this whole entire season since the first time Alshon Jeffrey went down and Deshaun Jackson went down. But, you know, we're not going to cry over that. We're not going to sit and dwell on that because we got some new young guys out there that I think a lot of these talking heads are going to be wrong because, you know, everything is unclear. Everything is not for sure. Nothing is for certain right now. So they just out here. They just throwing them out there. And to me, I think these dudes are going to shock the world. I think these dudes are good enough to win out with Carson Wentz as long as he rolls out. Carson rolls out, we win out. the rest of the season, these 3 games, Washington, Dallas, and the Giants again. I think we went out, man, and that's just me not really. I'm being a fan, but I'm being for real at the same time. I honestly do think we are going to win out. Like, it's for real. Like, but we got new players coming in. I forget my man's name, man. But we got new players in. We got Greg Ward, Boston Scott, which Boston Scott is, like I said, he the new Mighty Mouse. We're going to use him in that. He's going to be that X factor for the screenplay. The screenplay is working real good with him. And throw Greg Ward out there catching some of these quick passes, man, because dude got legs on him too. He got legs on him too. I can't deny that. But yeah, it's just, I just wanted y'all to hear what Colin really had to say about Carson Wentz. This dude just don't have the pieces out there to go get it. Now I'm thinking he got the pieces now because of those younger guys. The younger talent. It's like watching college football with those young dudes out there because they hungry right now. They want a chance to be in the NFL and actually have a significant role in the NFL. Who can blame them though? Like, who can blame them for that? I don't blame them at all. I'm actually glad that they're actually in this position on our team right now to actually show out because, like I said, this is what Carson needs, man. And what he got, 22 touchdowns, 7 picks right now. The dude is balling without nothing. He balling without nothing. The haters can hate. But like I said, in our division, well, not even in the division, the entire league, the 2 leading quarterbacks right now in passing yards belong to the Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And both of those teams are gone to shit. They don't win anything. They pretty much done for the season. The Cowboys can't get past us. They're pretty much done for the season. They're pretty much done right now. As of what it looks like, especially once we see what they look like playing against the Rams, because you should play as if this is a playoff game right now. We know the Rams can play like that because the Rams is really for a legitimate spot in the wild card to be in the playoffs, so they're going to fight for it, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. We're going to find out what it is in the next 2 weeks for sure, whether the Eagles got a chance, man. Well, we got a chance now. Whether the Eagles getting into the playoffs, man. And I hope y'all down with the ride, man. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Oh, and one more thing, man. I need y'all to subscribe to my man. He's been a supporter of mine since day one. I mean, literally day one. Bird Gang JoJo, that's his name. Bird Gang JoJo. He just started the channel, and I think he got 1 or 2 videos up now. I'm not for sure. I sub, but I haven't been getting no notifications, so I'm not sure if he uploaded the new one yet. But his name is Bird Gang JoJo. Y'all go sub him up, man. Real good supporter. He real supportive to the Eagles community on all of the Eagles YouTube channels. And once you get to know him a little bit, you'll start seeing him on pretty much everybody's channel if you're actually floating around and checking out all the Eagles YouTube channels. Like, but yeah, go subscribe to Bird Gang JoJo. Good dude, man. Over and out. This your boy DK Drama, and I'm out.